From the quirks of David Brent, the white-collar middle manager in The Office, to the hapless aspiring actor Andy Millman in Extras, Ricky Gervais has been the star and mastermind behind two of the funniest British sitcoms in the last 15 years.
Well, tonight he's back as another of his well-known characters, the animal-loving care worker Derek, with new residents, a spot of internet dating, and a meeting with his estranged father ahead. A bit of bike riding, you might think, might seem like light relief.
You might. Perhaps not, though. Before we speak to Ricky, who's just over there mourning, let's have a look at Derek.
It's in good nick.
That, in a single clip, is the essence of what a lot of people love Derek for and what some people criticise it for at the same time, because it's a very affectionate portrayal of somebody with his condition. At the same time, others will say, is it fair?
What's his condition?
Well, I don't know. You tell me, because you play him.
I think his condition is lovely, sweet, innocent. There was rumours that he had Down syndrome, that he was autistic, that he had learning difficulties. I've never considered Derek disabled. I think he's just a really sweet guy, not burdened by trying to be cool. I think he's probably too kind for his own good, but I've never seen him as having a disability at all.
Okay, but my point being, is it... Normally we're laughing
I've
with
thrown
him.
you.
No, not at all.
I should have just gone along with it, shouldn't I?
Normally we laugh with him. In that clip, in that episode, we're laughing at him because he can't ride a bike.
Well...
Do you see what,
a lot of people can't ride a bike because they've never learned, and what it's out of context because he's never learned to ride a bike because he never had a dad growing up, and his mum wouldn't let him ride a bike because she didn't want him to fall off, and he has a conversation with his dad, and his dad says that's the difference between mums and dads. Mums never want you to fall off, dads want you to fall off straight away, so you know what it's like. So it's part of a bigger picture that he has to learn to ride a bike. Without having a dad who's moved
Who turns up.
Yes.
Exactly, yeah. But you're not laughing at him because he can't ride a bike. You're laughing at Kev's helplessness, not being able to know what to do with this guy who's so sweet and trusting. Put your feet on the pedals, bang. You know, I think people read too much into it. It's just a Del boy falling through the hatch. No one started saying, what's his condition? Well, the hatch was lifted up behind his back. That's his condition, you know.
You're really fond of Derek, aren't you?
I love him. I love him. I wish I was like him all the time. I love inhabiting him. I love shuffling around like him. I think because Derek's sort of me before the weight of the world started bearing down and you had to worry about what you said and what you liked and what was cool and peer pressure. I just think it's lovely and free, and it's just such a... I love playing it, and I love watching him. I wish he was real, so he'd be my friend. I'd love to have a friend like Derek.
He's with you, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Tell us about the lovely old people as well in the programme, because it's fantastic to see them actually played. You know, well, I don't know, are they playing themselves or not?
Well, no, they're not playing themselves. No, they have character names, but they are really old, if that's what you mean.
Yeah.
I use very old actors to play old people.
Do they enjoy it?
They absolutely love it. They come in every day and they sit there. It's like a real old people's home. It's just like the loveliest old people's home in the world. And some of them, they're all in their 80s. One's 94, the oldest person with an electric card in Britain. They're fantastic. The things I throw at them to say, and not one of them has ever said, "Oh, I can't say that." They just go with it. They tease the young ones, embarrass them, talking about rude things. It's great. It's just a lovely experience.
You have a lot of laughs with them, but in this series, there are tears at some point, are there?
Not as many as the first series.
Right.
There's one or two, but there's one episode 5, which is tough to get through. It's probably my favourite episode of anything I've done, but it'll be tough to get through. I think if you don't cry at episode 5, that you're a robot.
Okay.
You've got a condition.
It's unusual as well, isn't it? Because, you know, we talk about older people here on Breakfast the whole time and what they do with their lives, and they're not often portrayed in the kind of role that you've got them, which is there's no reason why they shouldn't be.
No, I know. There's this myth that when you reach 80, you give up being a normal human being and just want to sit and look out of the window and think of biscuits. It's not true. They're up, they're dancing, they're they're writing novels, some of them still. You know, I don't know why people think this. And also, we joke about it in episode 1, about, you know, the 50's the new 40, 60's the new... But really, 80 isn't like it was when I was a kid. 80 meant, well, that's it. You're dead. And now it's just not. It's not like that at all.
It is the new 40.
It's the new. Well, I'm 50. I sometimes feel 80 when I get up. My knees have gone.
Well, now that you're 50, do you think a lot more about old age? Are you looking?
I don't
more
really. I've never thought about that. I mean, I thought about it when I was about 10, 11, 12. You know.
Really?
Well, yeah. You think, you know, when you lose your grandparents, you think, oh, that's it. You know, what happens to me? But it's very different. I've never worried about death. You know. Quite looking forward to it now. There's a bit of peace and quiet, isn't it?
There's a whole other discussion.
It's better than getting up at this time in the morning, I'll tell you. I'd rather be in a constant sleep than getting up every day. Going to Manchester at 7:30.
What time do you normally get out of bed?
About 9:30.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Is
lucky
that terrible?
We'd finish for the day.
That's why I do my job.
My day is over
so
by
I
then.
don't have to go. Yeah.
Shall we get back to Derek for a second?
Sure.
And have a look at him dealing with something he's actually terrified of, which is not many things.
Same.
Watch out for people who are terrified of
Yes.
these, because people...
I'm arachnophobic.
Phoebe Crawley alert. Here
If
we
you
go.
don't like spiders.
Hannah, look. Hannah, there's a spider.
Why do we all do that? We all run away from the tiny spider.
That's my family growing up. Because all the men were scared of spiders, and my mum and my sister weren't scared of spiders, so they had to be the ones that got rid of them. And so all the men would be there hiding behind each other. I don't know why. I have no idea why.
Oh,
Yeah.
anyway.
David Brent, he's still around a bit, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
Is he going on tour?
Well, he is, yeah. I've done a few gigs. I've got a few coming up, a couple in Oxford and a few at Hammersmith Apollo. I mean, it's pure fun, but I'm also doing it to get, I suppose, fighting fit for when I do a little recap of what he's doing now.
Okay, so
he's repping now, but he's also still not let the dream go of being a pop star.
No, we can have a quick look at him in the Dream's earliest stages from The Office.
Yeah.
Free love on the free love freeway. The love is.
To do a whole gig, which David Brent does, as in character.
Well, not really, because when you're singing, it's the song takes over, you know. Between songs, I talk as David Brent. I set up the song,
yeah.
which is funny because he sings inappropriate songs about travelling across America, picking up chicks and stuff, you know. Which is, it's just not him. He's never been to America.
Has he got any better at singing?
He's not. He hasn't got a bad voice. You see, it was never that he was terrible or the songs were stupid or ridiculous. It was the fact that it was inappropriate that you wanted to be Bruce Springsteen when he's meant to be doing a seminar about, you know, customer care or something. And now it's even more appropriate because now he's a rep.
Yeah.
And now he's in his 50s and, you know, he thinks he's going to be discovered or, you know, get a record deal.
Well, you can write a song. It's a wonderful song about Slough he performs, isn't it?
Oh, it's a beautiful song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's to get back at Sir John Betjeman for slagging it off. In the
Slough,
series.
because you're in Slough, you always know where you're heading, equidistant between London
and Reading. Yeah, there's lyrics like that. Springsteen hasn't got.
You only have to hear it once, and it's
exactly.
Yeah.
It's going to be there all day.
The songs are really catchy, and of course it's a comedy show.
Yes.
You know, predominantly. So the bits between you hear about what he's been doing, and it's fun. It's pure fun and a bit of nostalgia, I suppose.
All right.
Well, it's lovely to see you. I'm glad you enjoyed my cup of tea.
I know. I did it. I think everything's mine. I'm like a crown prince. Everything's mine.
You can take it.
What's happening with the prince? Are they in Australia?
In Australia,
I haven't heard a lot about them.
We've had pictures of
Yeah,
them,
have they met everyone in
splashing-
Australia yet? Have they met every living person in Australia
Not yet. No, you can have the cup of tea. I'll give you that. Thanks, Ricky.
Gervais. The new series of Derek starts on Channel 4 tonight.
Oh, lovely to see you. Thank you very much. Alex has got the